Good evening, friends. Dr. Pawan Gulkarni in front of you to deal in regards with Yantra Prakarana. So, this Yantra Prakarana has been said in various classics of Rashastra. So, these yantras are the appliances used for the Parada Karmas. As you have studied regarding the Chanchalata and Durgrahata of Parada. So, to avoid the loss of this Parada and to bring the procedures to the correct form, the acharyas have designed this yantra prakarana or yantras, which are ranging from various numbers in different texts. So, coming to the introduction, while preparing the medicines from mercury and minerals, it is necessary to process them by the different methods which we call as samskaras. Example, Shodhana, Marana, Jarana, Swedhana, Churnikarana, etc. For this purpose, we need some of the specific yantras which can be used as best as possible to maintain the procedure, to maintain the temperature during the heating, and to make a medicine into a standard quality one. So, for this purposes, few yantras or the appliances are being said in the classics of Rashastra, which will go across today. So, coming to the definitions of yantra, so Ananda Kandakara, he says, in Amritikarana Vishranti, he says, Raso niyantrate yena yantram taditi kathyate. The instruments or the apparatus by which mercury is brought under control is known as yantra. Again, Rasavagbhata in Rasaratna Samuchaya in 9th chapter he says, Svedadi karma nirmartum partikendri prayatnataha yantrato parado yasmat tasmad yantramiti smratam. He says, Vartikaha are the persons or the experts or the Rasacharyas. They have designed this yantras for the Svedadi karma of Parada. And this yantras, they are designed in such a way that it will safeguard the Parada. So, it will safeguard, it will avoid the loss of the Parada, hence these are termed as yantras. And again, a different definition from Rasatarangini goes like this, Rasoparasaloha Maranadhyartha Siddhaye Yantrate Anena Yasmatto Tasmad Yantra Prakirtitam. It is the modified version of your the second shloka, which is given by Rasaratna Samuchayakara, where he explains Rasa Uparasa Lohadhyaha. So, Rasa, Uparasa and Lohas Adi are used for Marana Adi karmas, and the appliances used for the particular procedures are termed as yantras. So, this is the in brief regarding the definition of the yantra. So, yantra sankhya. So, the yantra sankhya, different acharyas have explained different sort of yantras based on your yukti, based on the formulations. So, if any specific karma or samskara has been said by acharyas, then acharya have designed the yantras according to their need and applicability, and they have elicited in the textbooks of the Rashastra. Rasaranavakara says the 6 yantras, he explains about 6 yantras. Rasendra Chudamani, he explains 30 yantras in detail. Rasaprakash Sudhakara, we get the references of 39 yantras. And then in Rasaratna Samuchaya, we get 38 different yantras. Ananda Kandakara says 41 yantras. Then you have the Parada Samhita, where he explains 45 yantras. Rastaranginikara explains 20 yantras, and Rasajalanidikara explains 44 yantras. So, these are different sort of yantras, but as concerned with the pharmaceutical part and chikitsa part, so we are restricting ourselves to some of the yantras which we will be dealing in this class. So, for the study point of view, we have selected the 15 or 16 yantras which will be explained in this particular session. So, how yantras are named? Already you have studied what is yantra. Yantrate parada yasmat tasmad yantramiti smratam, he says. So, based on their shape, example Damaru yantra, Kachapa yantra. Damaru yantra, which looks like the Damaru, it is the instrument which is held by Lord Shiva in his hand, and then you have Kachapa yantra, which looks like the tortoise, and you have Palika Yantra. Then based on their functions, it is the classifications like Svedani Yantra and Patani Yantra. So function Svedani Yantra, Svedan of the Rasadravyas, Svedan of the Kastaushadis, this particular yantra is used. Hence, this is known as Svedani yantra. And Patana yantra, because it is used for the Patana, either Urdhva Patana, Adha Patana, or Tiryak Patana. It is used for Hingula Krishna Parada, extraction of Parada from the Hingula. Hence, this yantra is termed as Patana yantra. Based on the material used, Valuka yantra, Lavana yantra, Bhasma yantra. So, hope you have studied regarding the Kupipakva Rasayanas. You are taking ghata and or you are taking a bucket made of cast iron and you are adding Valuka to it, and in that Valuka you are placing Kachikupi. So, if you are adding the Valuka as the media of heat, then it is known as Valuka yantra. You are adding Lavana in case of Valuka, then it becomes Lavana yantra, and when you are adding Bhasma to it, then it becomes Bhasma yantra. Based on the quantum of Agni required, we are changing the medias. So, this is how the broad classification, how the nomenclature of the yantras has been made by the acharyas. So, hope you are studying regarding this in the Aushadhi Nirmana also. So, based on the first ingredient of the dravya, the formulation is named Sitopaladi Churna, Talisadi Churna. Based on the acharya who has formulated it, Bhaskara Lavana Churna. So, these are some of the brief examples, but while studying yantras, these are some of the rationality or the applicability why they have named the yantra as so. So, first yantra is Dola yantra. So, Dola yantra is used extensively for the Shodhana purpose, he says. In the slide, I have shown you the picture regarding this Dola yantra. The shloka goes like this: Drava Dravena Bhandasya Puritardho Udarasya cha Mukhasya Ubhayato Dwaram Dvayam Krutva Prayatnataha Tayastu Nikshipe Dandam Tanmadhya Rasapotalim Badhvatu Sedayetat Dola Yantram iti Smritam, he says. So, you just go on looking at the picture when I am going to explain regarding this. Drava Dravena Bhandasya. Take a bhanda or a pot which contains Drava Dravya. It may be any sort of the Shodhana Dravya, either it may be water, it may be Churnodaka, it may be Bhringaraja Surasa, it may be Nirgundi Surasa, it may be Jayanti Surasa. Based on the Shodhana Dravyas, you have to add this Drava Dravya. Puritardo Udarasya cha. So, half of the ghata should be filled with water. Ardha Udarasya cha. In some of the context, it is given as Puritardo Udakasya cha. Udaka is Jala. So, Patha Beda is available here. So, Puritardo Udarasya cha. Mukhasya Ubhayoto Dwaram. So, at the neck of this ghata, you should make two holes, and through that hole you have to insert a danda, or you have to just insert a rod. So, in the opposite direction you have to drill a hole and in the ghata, and through that hole you have to insert a danda or a rod, and to that rod you have to tie a potali, the potali containing the dravyas of whose Shodhana should be done. So, example is the Jala you take as you keep in the mind regarding the Shodhana of the Mukta. Mukta is tied, or the pearl are tied in the potali, and it is tied with the Dora, or it is tied with the thread, and that thread is tied to the rod. And this watery portion or the ghata contains either Jayanti Surasa or Agastya Patra Surasa, and then you have to insert this potali in the water, so that the 3/4 of the potali is below the water level, and Agni is applied, and the Svedana or the boiling of the dravya should be done for 3 hours or 1 yama, or the time allotted by the acharyas in particular Shodhana. So, this is what Dola yantra is. So, the potli is hanging, Dolayamanaha, hence this is known as Dola yantra. So, this is the main theme why this is called as the Dola yantra. Next, already I have said regarding this, a pot is taken and two holes are made diametrically opposite to each other at the neck levels. A stick is entered into the holes. The liquid is poured into pot half of the level of the pot. Then material to be subjected for purification is tiled into a potli or the poultice, and it is suspended in the water. So this is kept on a stove. So example, and in some of the cases, Acharya says that Svedayetat Talagatam. Some of the Acharya say that this potli should touch the bottom of the ghata. But what happens due to extensive heat, the potli may get open due to extensive heat. So it is better you should not touch the potli to the base of the ghata. It should be kept somewhat 4 to 5 angulas above the base of the ghata. So this is what the Dola Yantra is, and uses are Shodhana of the Ratna, Uparatna, Uparasas, and Parada Bahirmala Shodhana, etc. So the probable mode of action by using Dola Yantra is, according to the media used for Svedana, acidic, alkaline, volatile impurities get eliminated from the drug. During this process of heating, chemical reactions may take place and the material may get converted into a certain compound form. So just to remove the blemishes and to make the dravya fit for the Marana procedure, this particular yantra is used. So the pouch or the potli should not touch the bottom, so but it should be immersed completely inside the liquid media. So this is what regarding the Shodhana or the Dola Yantra. Some of the references are the Mukta Shodhana, then you have the Shodhana of the Vatsana Bhand or Khandikruto Vatsana Bha Potali Garbha Samstitaha Ajadugdhena Samsinno Yamata Shuddhim Apnuyat, he says. So the Shodhana in the Ajadugdha. So you get n number of the references regarding this Dola Yantra. So jumping to the next yantra, that is Svedani Yantra. Sambusthali Mukhambadde Vastrapakyam Niveshayet Vidhaya Pachete Tatra Svedani Yantra Muchate. This is the yantra which slightly differs from your Dola Yantra, where we are not inserting any sort of danda inside here, but you are taking a ghata. Ghata contains the drava dravya, and on that ghata you are tying a cloth, and on that cloth you are adding the drugs on which this Svedana should be is to be taken out, and then place a sharava over it upside down, seal it, or you can leave it without sealing also, and then you have to give Agni. By this steam, what happens is the dravyas which are placed above the vastra, they will get the steam, and the Svedana of that particular dravya will take place. So this is what Svedani Yantra is. So Svedani Yantra, a pot is taken and filled with liquid, already I have said this, and it is covered with a cloth which is fastened with the strong thread at the neck. So in the diagram you can see there is a cloth, and above that the dravya is kept for which Svedana should be taken out, and then Shodhan dravya is spread on the cloth and Sharava is kept inverted on the pot, and then after sealing it, it is dried and kept on fire until the heat required. So this is what the total apparatus of your Svedani Yantra is. Example, you go for the Amalaki Mrudukarana and all. So you are preparing the Chavanprash. You want to make the Amalaki soft. You have to place this Amalaki over the cloth, and then the heat should be given by the steam. The Amalaki will become soft. This is just for making the Dravya Mrudu. The particular yantra is used. So Svedani Yantra is covered with proper lid so that the pressure of the steam is much compared with the steam of the Dola Yantra. So the use of this is Gandhaka Shodhana and to soften the hard substances. Already I have said regarding this. So Bhudara Yantra. So one of the, already the name suggests Bhudaraha. Bhu is the earth crust and it is under the earth. Hence, so this is known as, it is below the ground level. Hence this is known as Bhudaraha. Valuka Guda Sarvangam Garte Musha Rasanvitam Diptotpalehi Samrunadyantram Tad Bhudaravyayam. Rasaratna Samuchekara, he says. So you can see the picture. Pit is dug up to 6 angulas in the ground, and then Musha is kept. In that Musha, the Dravya which has to be processed is to be added, and then the Samputa should be done. The Musha should be sealed, and then over it the Upalas or the the cow dung cakes are added and then heat is given. So this is what the procedure where we are following during the Shodhana of the Gandhaka by Kurma Prashta method. Using Bhringaraja Swarasa, we are doing it. Hope you all know this procedure. So Bhudara Yantra, a crucible filled with mercurial preparation up to 3/4 of its capacity. Sandhi Vandana is done with the other crucible. Crucible is kept in a pit which is filled with the sand, and from the top the upalas are ignited. So no references regarding the size of the pita and the sand and the number of upalas to be given based on your yukti, based on the kathinyata of the drug, based on the hardness of the drug. You can use your own yukti and you can use the upalas and the temperature required, and you can design this yantra yourself. But usually when you are doing the Shodhana of Gandhaka by Kurma Prishta method, so somewhat you may require 100 to 120 degrees centigrade of the heat, so that you can use 15 to 20 upalas and you can keep on the ground level, and you can use this Bhudara Yantra for the Shodhana of your Gandhaka. So Damaru Yantra. So already you have studied regarding this Damaru. It looks like the instrument in the hand of Lord Shiva. It is called as Damaru. Yantrasthalyam upari sthalyam yubdam dattvam nirundhayat yantram Damaru kakyam tad rasabhasma krite hitam. Again, you can find various number of yantras like Damaru Yantra, Patana Yantra, Adha Patana Yantra, Urdhva Patana Yantra, and Vidyadhara Yantra. The construction of all these yantras are same morphologically, but bit differences are present in this, which we will be discussing in the next slides. So in this yantra, two ghata should be taken, which is having the anana or mukha of the same diameter. They are placed in the one in the inverted position and one in the normal position, and then sandhi vandana has to be done. And the lepa of the dravyas, like hingula, example of hingulotta parada, you are extracting the parada from the hingula. So you are going to take hingula, you are going to give the bhavana with ardraka swarasa or nimbus swarasa, and then you are going to smear the paste in the lower pot, and heat is to be given up to 3 yama. And what happens? The mercury fumes, they starts evaporating, and then the above pot, which is kept inverted, on that you have to put a jaladhara or the cloth which is cold in nature, which acts as the condenser. And due to decrease in the temperature, what happens is all the globules of the fumes of the mercury, it will form into globules and get adhered to the base of that above pot. So this is what the Damaru Yantra is. So Damaru Yantra, already I have said regarding this, two pots, Sandhi Bandhana is done, Toyadhara is done. Toyadhara is, you can make as you prepare the Masha Pali for Janobasti and all, the same thing you can prepare a wall above ghata, and you can add water to it. So this is what Toyadhara is, and pot containing dravya is heated from the below. Already I have said regarding this. So this yantra is used as a substitute for Urdhva Patana yantra. It is used for extraction of parada from hingula and used for rasa bandhana and preparing of the rasa bhasmas. Tad rasa bhasma krite hitam. This is used for the preparation of the rasa bhasmas and collection of the arsenic or malla sattva from the shankhya. So these are some of the applications of your Damaru yantra. So Vidyadhara yantra is the same yantra, but the difference is Agni is given from all the four sides. Yantram Vidyadharam Jneyam Sthali Dvitiya Samputa Chullim Chaturmukhim Krutva Yantra Bhandam Niveshayati says. So Chaturmukhim Chullim you have to add. So it indicates that this is the same version of your Damaru yantra, but the quantum of heat required is more. Hence Agni is applied from all the four sides. So this yantra is named as Vidyadhara yantra, maybe because of the Acharya. Vidyadhara has formed, or he may have designed this. So this is the reason why this is known as Vidyadhara yantra. And according to Dattatreya Ananta Kulkarni, while writing the Tika for Rasarata Samuchaya, he says that this yantra is called as Koshti yantra. So already has studied this, what is Vidyadhara Yantra, and heat is given from the four sides. So we'll see the rationality or the application. So it is used for Hingulotha Bharati Nirman. Already I have said regarding this. Principle is the principle is brought into use because more heat is required here. Sublimation of the Parada from Hingula or any temporarily compound masses is done in this apparatus. So this is what, and the main reason for adding the inlets for Agni in the four direction is because the quantity of heat required will be more, and the time taken for the Swangashita will be more. Hence, in this time, there are some of the chemical reactions which takes place to form a compound. Hence, this particular Vidyadhara Yantra is used. So, Valuka Yantra, you people are very much familiar regarding the dravyas or the formulations like Rasa Sindura, Makaradhvaja, Trailokya Mohana Rasa, and Rasa Karpura, Rasa Pushpa. So, the yantra required for preparing these Kupipakva Rasayanas are the Valuka Yantra. So, Sarasam Guda Vaktram, Brudvasangala Ghanavratam, Shoshitam Kachakalishim, Trishu Bhageshu Purayet, Bhande Vitasti Gambire, Valukasu Pratishtitam, Tadbhandam Purayet Tribhir, Anyabhir Avaguntayet, Bhanda Vaktram Manikayam, Sandhilimpen Pratam Pachet, Chulyam Tranascha Chadahan, Manika Prashtavartinaha, एतद्धि वालुका यंत्रम तदयंत्रम लवणाश्रयम पंचाड़क वालुका पूर्णम भांडे निक्षिप्य यत्नतः पच्यते रसगोलाद्यम वालुका यंत्र मीरितम. So this is what the shloka of Valuka Yantra stated by Acharya Rasa Vagbhata is, where he says you have to prepare a ghata which is which contains the Valuka up to 3/4 part. Then you have to place kacha kupi inside this. The bottles wherein you are going to add these rasadravyas and which are kept for the Kupipakva Nirmana. So coming to this, he says, what is the quantity of the Valuka to be added is Pancha Adaka. He says 5 Adaka of the Valuka should be added here. And this Valuka is used as a media to transfer heat from the firewood to the kachakupi. Direct Agni can't be given because there is a chance that the kachakupi may burst by adding more amount of Agni. So in this procedure, you may get the final product either Talastha, Kantastha or Ubhayastha. So hope you have learned regarding this Kupipakva Rasayanas. So a bottle should be taken and it should be smeared with the 7 layers of the pata or the vastra along with gopi chandana or with the multani miti, and then rasadravya has to be added and it is to be corked, and 3/4 of the kupi, it outside the kupi there will be Valuka and 1/4 will be left for the condensation. So this is what Valuka Yantra is. So in the pictures you can see, the one is the olden method where ghata is used and kachakupi is placed inside it, and in the contemporary science or in the modern science we are using this bucket made up of cast iron which will sustain the heat for the longer time. The cast iron will be of somewhat 20 to 30 kgs in weight, and this will be holding your Valuka Yantra, and Valuka is placed as the source of heat here or the media of heat, hence it is called as Valuka Yantra. But when you are using the Lavana to it, then it becomes Lavana Yantra. When you are placing Bhasma inside it, then it becomes Bhasma Yantra. So the rationality behind adding this dravyas or the media is the range of the heat to be given, it varies from one yantra to other. So already we have said this, the use is preparation of the Rasa Sindura and Swarnavanga. So from the top view of this yantra, how it looks, I have given in the picture below. So Makardhvaja, Rasa Sindura, Swarnavanga, then you have Trailokya Mohana Rasa, then you have Rasa Pushpa. So these are some of the formulations which are prepared in this Valuka Yantra. So nowadays we have shifted to this muffle furnaces, horizontal and vertical. So the vertical muffle furnaces are used for this copy purpose. So in the picture I have shown regarding this. So you can just set the temperature and set the time, and you can cork it, and you have to take it out after Swangashita, and the temperature will be recorded with the help of pyrometer or thermocouple. So this is what the total apparatus of your Valuka yantra is. So Tula yantra. So one of the reference of Rasendra Chudamani, वृंताकार अमुषाद्वे तयो कंठा तथा खलुः प्रादेश मात्र मल्लिकां मृदा लिप्तां सुसंधितं तत्रैकस्यं क्षिपेत् सूतम् अन्यस्यां गंधचूर्णकं निरुद्धं मूषयोर्वक्त्रं वालुका यंत्रे निक्षिपेत् अधोग्निं ज्वालयेत् एतत् तुला यंत्रम् उदाहृतम्. So you have to take two mushas which are of the shape of the vrantaka or the brinjal shape, and then you have to add a nalika. You have to pierce it in the both the mushas, and in one musha it will be containing the gandhaka and the other musha will be containing the parada. So this is used for, this yantra is used for jaran of the paradadi dravyas, parada and gandhakadi dravyas, and you have to place this apparatus in the valuka yantra or the ghata containing valukas, and agni should be given. So many references are available regarding this Tula yantra. It looks like the weighing balance, hence this is known as Tula yantra. In the picture you can see, whenever you go to market to buy the vegetables and all, the seller, the vegetable seller, he will just measure it, this the vegetables in this particular yantra, and that yantra, it looks like the Tula, hence this is known as Tula yantra. And no acharya have given any references regarding what sort of parada or what is the quantity of the parada gandhaka should be used. But Acharya Siddhinandan Mishra ji says 10 tola of gandhaka and 5 tola of parada is used for the dharana here. What happens is, when you are placing this in the valuka yantra and you are heating it, the gandhaka, it melts at 115 degrees centigrade, and it will remain in the liquid state because it is in contact with the valuka which is heated, and parada, it will evaporate at 360 degrees centigrade or above 360 degrees centigrade, and through this pipe there will be exchange of the gases, and these gases will form the jaran of the gandhaka and parada. So this is the total construction of this Tula yantra and the use. So already I have said regarding the construction. So use is parada jarana with hartala and manishila. So probable mechanism is fumes of sulfur enter through the mushas containing parada and amalgamation takes place. The sand surrounding the gandhaka will not allow the gandhaka to solidify. Hence it is beneficial to carry out the reaction. This is the total motto behind use of the Tula yantra. So palika yantra, so you are very much familiar about this. In the kitchen you can see this yantra is used to remove the oil from the oil container. So chashakam vartulam loham vinita grordo dandakam etadhi palika yantram bali jarana hetave. So this is vartulam chashakam or loham. So there is a loha, there is a container which is vartula or which is round in shape, and to this a rod is to be attached which will be bent in the upper part. You can see in the diagram, etadhi palika yantram, this is called as palika yantra, and it is used for bali jarana or gandhaka jarana. So gandhaka, small quantity of gandhaka jarana can be done in this by using of this palika yantra. So again this palika yantra, it is having horizontal arm and vertical arm. Somewhat, some of the acharya call it as Dharvika yantra or Dharvi yantra. So use are the gandhaka jarana of parada to prepare Krishna bhasma of parada by keeping it in dhupagni, and kaparda bhasma nirmana. So these are some of the utility of your palika yantra, and these are the diagram regarding this palika yantra. vertical arm and horizontal arm. So already I have said regarding this Darvika Yantra, the same thing. It is a modified version of your Palika Yantra. So use is in heating and melting of the Naga, Vanga, Jashada, Gandhaka, etc. for Shodhana. Used to melt or fry Kajjali during the preparation of Parpati. So you are heating this Parada Gandhaka Kajjali and then you are pouring it over the banana leaf while preparing this Parpati. The instrument used for liquefaction of the Kajjali and other dravyas, this Darvika Yantra is used. So hope this Darvika Yantra is clear to you. So Patana Yantra, Patana is to fall or to extract. So there are three types of the Patana Yantra. Urdhvadastityak Patanadibihi Rasasya Nanavida Shuddhiruktaha. For the Shodhana of the Prasadi Dravyas, Acharya have said this different Patana Yantras, he says. So there are three types of Patana Yantra. One is Urdhva Patana, Adha Patana and Tiryak Patana. So for this purpose, Damaru Yantra, Vidyadhara Yantra, Urdhva Patana Yantras are described. So we will go across the each Patana Yantras. So Urdhva Patana, in short I will be explaining you regarding this. So two ghatas will be kept upside down and then in one ghata, in the lower ghata, the dravyas for which the extraction is to be done is smeared in the lower pot and the above part is inverted and then over it a jaladhara or the water source is to be created. If water source can't be created, you can add the cloth which will be wet all the time during the procedure. And what happens is the particular hingula on heating, the fumes will escape, the parada fumes will escape and which will get condensed in the base of the upper pot. Hence this is known as Urdhva Patana Yantra. We are getting the dravya or the Shodhita dravya or extracted dravya in the above pot or the Urdhva pot. Hence this is known as Urdhva Patana. So different opinions, there are a lot of different opinions regarding this Urdhva Patana Yantra. So Rasakamadhenukara is considers Damaru Yantra and Vidyadhara Yantra as Patana Yantra. Already I have said regarding this, but only in Vidyadhara Yantra the Agni is given from all the four sides. Rasendra Chudamani, he says Navangula Vistara Kantaha. So 9 angula should be the length or the diameter of the opening pot, he says. Then Rasa Prakash Sudhakara, 2 earthen pots of 6 angula height and 7 angula in diameter. So in some of the references you can get that the diameter of the opening of the pot should be different. So they should fix one inside the other. So these references are also available in the different context. And Pakagni Kala is Chaturyama. For 12 hours Agni should be given. Based on the nature of the dravya, you can use according to your yukti. So this is what Urdhva Patana is. The picture you can see, the below pot, inside there will be a dravya which is smeared and above pot is kept inverted and to that Jaladhara has been constructed. One inlet and outlet is given for that pot where continuous supply of the water, cold water will be given. So because of this the condensation occurs. Adha Patana Yantra, the same thing occurs, but what happens is you have to dig a pit inside the ground and then you have to place the ghata inside the ground and this ghata which is kept under the earth level is to be filled with dravya or the water and the upper pot which is to be inverted is applied in the inner surface with the dravyas and then the sandhi bandhana is done and then over it the upalas or the cow dung cakes are added and then the agni is lit and because of the heat what happens and because of the gravitational force the condensed mercury or the steams of the mercury which will fall down and then which will form into a granular form of the mercury. So this is one of the type of the Patana Yantra which is used for the Hingulutta Parada or extraction of Parada from the Hingula. Then there are again different opinions according to based on the Agnis to be given. Rasa Prakash Sudhakara says that Yama Paryanta Pakaha. He says to give Agni for 3 yamas. 3 yama paryanta pakaha. Then Rasamritakara says that give kukuta putta for 3 yamas. And according to Rasa Paddhati, he says Mukham Samyak Praveshiye. So he says that the two pots should differ in the mouth size. The mouth of the upper pot should fit inside the mouth of the lower pot. So already I have said regarding this. And the pit should contain panka. It is the mud contained with water, so that the coldness of the water will be sustained for the longer time. So Tiryak Pata Yantra, hope you have studied regarding the distillation apparatus. You have to take two pots and then you have to add a nalika in between that, and one pot to whom the Agni is given is kept at the higher level, and then the extract or the distillation to be collected is kept in the below the level of the upper pot, and then an nalika is attached, sandhi bandhana is done, and when the Agni is given, the fumes travel to this through this pipe to the ghata which contains water, and the globules of the mercury you can get. So this is what regarding the Tiryak Patana Yantra is. So the modifications, like the same thing, you have your distillation apparatus. So you have the round bottom flask and you are heating with the Bunsen burner, and then a thermometer is applied to check the heat status, and then a condenser is applied adjacent and the distillate is collected. The same thing, probably the yantra, Tiryak Patana Yantra, maybe have given the idea for the modern scientist to develop this distillation apparatus, and the same distillation apparatus has been bit modified by the Damodar Joshi Acharya or Sir, where he explains regarding this yantra, where he says take a big pipe or cylindrical iron retort, and then you have to add a tube to it, and then this will be containing the condenser where it will have inflow and outflow pipe, and then it is kept in the furnace and applied strong heat, and the fumes will be condensed by the condenser and will be collected in the collecting flask. So this is what the Acharya or the Sir Damodar Joshi has designed this. So Kachapa Yantra, Loho Navangula Khallo, Nimnetvecha Shadangulaha, Mardako Ashtangula Shaiva, Taptakhalam Abhidhapyayam, he says. So very nice yantras, but use of this yantra is very limited, in particular in the present era. So a kharpara or the nada should be taken, it should be filled with water. Above that, again a different kharpara should be placed, and that kharpara will be having the musha containing the paradadi dravyas, and above it Sharava Samputa is placed, or Sharava is placed inverted, and Sandhi Bandhana is done, and above that your kokilas or the Khadira Kashta, Vibhiteki Kashta has to be added, which gives the heat to the complete apparatus. It looks like the Kachapa or the tortoise. That is the reason why this is known as Kachapa Yantra. So in a larger pan filled with water, smaller pan with a crucible containing Hingula and Bidadi Dravyas is kept, which is covered from all the sides with Sharava. Joint of the inner pan and metallic saucer is heated with the mud. But some of the acharyas say that use metallic saucer because it will sustain the heat for the longer time. But in absence of that, you can use the earthen Sharava also. Heat has to be applied from the wood of the Khadira and Kola. After heating for required time and cooling down, the set is taken out and mercury is collected from the crucible. So this is the main design of your Kachapa Yantra. So this is used for Gandhaka Jarana mainly. Already I have explained regarding this, another is taken and all. So mainly the use or the applicability of this Kachapa Yantra is used for Gandhaka Jarana, and the reason behind using the Khadira Kashta, Kola Kashta, Badara Kashta is less quantity of the heat is required for this. So this is what the total design of your Kachapa Yantra is. Khalva Yantra. So already Khalva Yantra is of great use in almost all the formulations done in Rashastra. So this Khalvantra is used for Shodhana, it is used for Marana, and then it is used for Churnikarana, then it is used for preparing your the formulations. So there are different things where the applicability of the Khalvayantra goes in different ways. So Khalya Yogya Shila Nila Shama Snigdha Drada Guruhu Shodashangula Utseda Navangula Vistaraha Chaturvimshangulaha Dirgaha Garshani Dwadashangulaha Vimshat Angulo Dirga Vasyad Utsede Dashangula Khala Pramani Tadniyam Sreshtam Syad Rasakarmani. For Rasakarma, he says the Shila or the stone to be used to carve this Khalva Yantra are Neelaha, Shama, Snigdha, Drida, and Guru. Then he gives the dimension of this Khalva Yantras. So Khalva Yantras are of different type. One is Droni Akara, one is Vartulakara. Then you have the Tapta Khalva Yantra, which we'll be discussing in the next slide. So there are some of the pictures regarding this, the Khalvas. So the Pashan or the Shila, it must be Neela, Shama, Snigdha, and Sthira, Drida, and Guru. Already I have said. Length is 24 angula and height is 16 angula. Breadth of this Khalvanth is 9 angulas, and Gharshani or the Gharshaka or the pestle, it should be of 12 angulas. Based on the material of Khalvantra, it is basically of three types. One is Pashana, Dara Sambhuta, and Loha Sambhuta. These are the different yantras. And based on the shape, it is of three types. One is Ardha Chandrakriti, Vartulakriti, and Tapta Khalva Yantra. So Ardha Chandrakriti is the half moon shape. It is Droni Akara, or it looks like a boat. The height is 10 angulas, length 16 angulas, breadth 10 angulas, depth 7 angula, thickness is 2 angula. Or it is a Masrana and shape of Ardha Chandra, and the Gharshaka is of 12 angulas. So this type of the Khalva is used for Rasa Siddhi, and Rasa Pramana is Panchapala. 5 pala of the parada you can take at a time. So Khalva Yantram Tridha Puktam Rasadi Sukhamardane. For the Sukhamardana of the Rasadi Dravyas, the Yantra used is the Khalva Yantra, he says. Based on the shape, already I have said Ardha Chandrakriti, Vartulakriti, and Tapta Khalva Yantra. So in the picture you can see the Ardha Chandrakriti and the Vartula Khalva Yantra. So Vartula Khalva Yantra, diameter is 12 angula and depth is 4 angula. So the base of the Garthaka is flat and circular in fold. Mardana will be Sukhaprada, he says. So Tapta Khalva Yantra, it is made up of the Loha or Kantaloha. But a reference in the Ashta Samskara says that it can be a material Loha, Tamra, or even Pashana. So based on it, the dimension are 9 angula Vistrita, depth is 6 angula, and Mardaka or the Garshaka is 6 angula. So below this, Chulika has to be built, and over it there will be this Khalva Yantra, and this Chulika will be attached with the blower, and you can give the Agni with the Ajashakrat, Tusha, and the Kashtas like Khadira and Badara. Less quantity of the heat is required for the Mardana. What happens is, when you are preparing any sort of the Aushadhis in Khalva Yantra, the mechanical heat will be generated by triturating the mortar and pestle. But in some of the formulations, it requires more heat to be stable. Hence, in those cases, we are using this Tapta Khalva Yantra. It is made of cast iron, and Agni will be given, and then over it the trituration will be done. So you should be very cautiously when you are dealing with this Tapta Khalva Yantra, because iron is a good conductor of heat. So you may get the burn or something when you are going for the Mardana. So you should be very much cautious while using this Tapta Khalva Yantra. So Ekena Lashuninapi Shuddha Bhavati Paradaha. So he says Masekam Tapta Khalvake. So the Shodhana of the Parada can be done by this Tapta Khalva Yantra itself. He says Mardana should be done for 1 masa. Churno Lavana Samyukto Masekam Tapta Khalvake. Shloka, you may get the references. Then Mardaka Lakshana or Gharshaka, it should be Drida with the circumference of Chaturangula. It should be metal or metallic in nature, or it should be made up of Pashan or Kantaloha. So these are some of the references regarding the Mardaka or the pestle Lakshanas. So this is what the Tapta Khalva yantra is. Agni is to be given, and the Gharshaka and the motor is available, and you have to give the Mardana. So this is what the Ulukhala yantra or Imam Dasta is. So this is the dravya used for pounding the hard substances. So the measurement of height, breadth and breadth of the Ulukhala yantra are: the height is 16 angula, diameter 10 angulas, depth 13 angula. Material is Atimasrana Loha. Loha danda is 20 angulas. So this yantra is used for pounding of the Swarnamakshika, Rajatamakshika, Loha, Tamra. That is the dravyas which cannot be easily powdered in Khalva yantra. So you can't pound in the Khalva yantra because it is made of stone. So there is a chance of breaking of the Khalva yantra. Hence, very Kathina dravyas can be pounded in this particular Imam Dasta or Ulukhala yantra. So this is widely used in all the kitchens for the pounding of the Ardraka and all. But this will be of the heavy gauge, and it will be built in such a way that it will easily pound the Kathina dravyas like Swarnamakshika and Rajatamakshika. So Ghata yantra, the pot, Chaturprastha Jaladharaha, Chaturangulikaananaha, Ghata yantramidam proktam tadapyayanakam saratam. He says, Chaturprastha Jaladharaha, it should contains Chaturprastha Jala, and Chaturangulikaananaha, it should have the diameter of the mouth of 4 angula. This is called as Ghata yantra. Ghata yantramidam proktam tadapyayanakam saratam. It is used for storing the waters, or else it is used for giving the bhasma putas, or it may used for giving the putas. The tusha or the grass will be added, and then musha will be kept inside this, and agni will be given. So this yantra is used for both, for storing the water as well as it is used for giving the puta. So this ends regarding your yantra. I hope you have understood this. In the next class, we'll discuss regarding the puta and musha. So by these words, so thank you one and all.